It's still surreal. I still want to pinch myself. This is ours. What a beautiful sight. We got us a letter. Y'all, my nose is running. My eyes are watering. I've got like 4 layers on. The sun's out. The wind's not blowing. But it's cold. I don't think I could have put another layer on. Literally, I don't think I could have walked. I'm telling you what, I am cold. Y'all's eyes ever water when you get cold? I know when I get cold, mine just starts just running. Crazy. But we got us a letter. And it's a good one, too. Y'all, I love my hot coffee. This ain't even helping with the cold. See how much I love y'all? You know, I could have sat at the dining room table or, you know, in the kitchen. But that's not where it's at. It's right here for us. Whew. Yeah, the wind started. Let's get to reading. Y'all gonna literally see me turn into a popsicle. Okay. Indiana. I've never been to Indiana. Y'all, I've never been anywhere. I feel like I traveled around the world and all I did was come to Kentucky from Louisiana. All right, let's see. I don't want to lose my envelope. Okay. Ooh, what y'all think about my red handle glasses? Y'all, I got a 4-pack for $9. That ain't a bad deal. Okay. Letter to Lippy. Please help me with this problem. I cannot bend over and pull weeds anymore, as I am both old and overweight. Indiana, you're not old. Turn the numbers backwards. So if you're 72, you're 27. Well, wait a minute. If you the same number, you still ain't old. I would like to do raised beds to help with weeds. Where do I begin, and what kind of raised bed do you recommend? Thanks, a loyal subscriber. P.S. Any tips on weight loss would help too. Okay, Indiana. When we first started YouTube, yes, we showed some of our gardens. You'll have to go back to the playlist. But the spring of 2020, we changed our garden up because a storm had came. So we changed it up some. And my husband, Buddy, which you know, he modified these beds to meet my challenges. I don't like to use the word disabilities. I like to use the word challenges. Because I have a hard time with a drop foot. Now, in the morning times, I do a lot better than towards the afternoon and evening. It's like the leg wears out. But what I would recommend, one, you can look back at the beds that we had to just get a visual. But we used repurposed lumber, repurposed tin. It's all in what is within your budget to start with. But I would recommend doing a thigh-high bed, meaning I don't know how tall you are, but every bed was at my thigh, not my hip, but at my thigh. Therefore, I could garden just barely bending over into my beds, or I could sit in a chair. And he also purchased their 15-gallon tubs from Lowe's. They're blue. They've got a white rope handle on each side, and they're $7 a piece. But they may be listed under garden totes, but they're round. They're 15-gallon, and I think I had 30 or 40 of those. And he drilled 5 holes, 3 inches from the bottom up. The holes were in diameter of an inch, 3/4 to an inch, round. 5 of them are round, 3 inches high. That allowed drainage, overflow drainage, but it still could wick, meaning below them holes, the 3 inches that you had to come up, what that's going to do is going to allow moisture and water to retain. And then as the plant needs it, it will draw its water. So it's very hard to overwater them. And that's a good thing. And what he did was he set them up on cinder blocks. You can get them anywhere. Set them up on anything. We chose to use cinder blocks because we had plentiful of them. And there again, it was where I could walk to them. So I would say 2 cinder blocks high, and he did them in a square. So that would have been 2, 4, 8 cinder blocks up. That 8 around, so 2 on each side, total of 8. Set the bucket on top. You didn't need a drain pan, because remember, you are coming up 3 inches. And I grew so much in those buckets. From tomatoes, I even did squash because they're going to run down anyway. That is what I would recommend if you're hobby gardening, unless you're talking about a massive garden. Still in all, if it's hard for you to get around, then you utilize those buckets. But if you're going to do a bed, repurpose material, repurpose wood, make sure it's not treated. A lot of people run into that mistake. Use tin. You know, you can use tin. And then if you bring your bed up to thigh high, and like I said, that depends on the person. First thing you want to do is line it with cardboard. Just cardboard. Boxes, Walmart, any kind of cardboard you can get your hands on. Break them down and lay them flat. And then if you can get a hold of what I call yard waste, leaves, you know, things off the top of your surface of your ground, especially if you live in the country. Twigs, limbs, branches. Now, I'm not talking big hunker tree limbs. I'm talking branches. Lay all of those in there. That will compost down and break down and give you nutrients. And then you come in with a good amended soil. Now, we start our gardens, our new ones, as we added in the winter. If you're coming into beginning of spring and you still have plenty of time, today is January the 18th, it is Monday, then I would recommend as you put your soil in there, and this is strictly my opinion, go ahead, test your soil. You can get a test kit for $10. See what it's lacking. Because remember, everything, the nutrients are way below. So it's going to have to take time to break down. And then I personally would come in, if you don't have rabbit manure, not chicken, I said rabbit manure, anything to amend it to bring it up to substance, I would use triple 13. Or you can use a triple 5, triple 10. You do that now, as in I would be doing it today, for instance, before I would be planting in those beds come the end of March to April. Well, I'm going on Louisiana time, so where you're at, you're probably not planting till what, the end of April, 1st of May, and I'm guessing on that. That allows, and you want to fold now, every week you want to move that soil. And then with the natural rains and it breaking down and it's acclimating as the season changes, then you got a good base. But you don't fertilize once you put that plant in there or you put that seed. Because remember, you've already done that weeks prior. That's what I would recommend. Um, if I'd have had more detail of, are you in the city? Are you, suburbs, where you're located? But go back and look at my, I think it was, let's see, the storm. We lost everything in the storm April 24th of 2020. So I'm going to say, look at that March video. And my husband would show you how he built the raised bed, what we used, and it's going to make it easier because I'm not able to bend over. I'll fall flat on my face. Or email me. Give me a little bit more detail and I'll help you on a personal basis, not here on camera. But I'd love to see you garden. But those blue buckets, I think, is going to be your answer. Depending on if you're just gardening for yourself or hobby gardening, you're going to find that is, it's going to be a whole lot easier. And then you don't have weeds to deal with. You just don't. Now that I think about it, we had 40 of those. 10 survived the storm. So I have 10. And that's what I'm going to garden with this year because, just moving here where we want the garden, we haven't even made, well, yeah, I'm lying. We just finished the kitchen yesterday. So now we can then move outside. But we don't have time to set up a garden. So I'm going to just plant a few things. I'm going to test the soil. I'm going to watch how the flow of the water is on the land. And so we got to learn our land. But on your PS question, girl, let me tell you something. I might make some people angry. It's just a Lippy opinion now. Nothing white. It's that simple. Once a week. If you're a potato eater, which where you're at, you're probably a potato eater. I'm a rice eater. Once a week. If it's white, leave it alone. But once a week, have it. That way you're not feeling regret. You look forward to that Wednesday or that Thursday. I'm going to have my potato. I'm going to have a sourdough bread sandwich. And then change your dinner plate. You have a dinner plate, and then you have a salad plate. Remove the dinner plate. Eat your normal eats, but put it on a salad plate. What are you giving up? Quantity. That's it. You're giving up quantity and you're giving up whites, except for one day a week. And I'm going old school. This is what I was told many years ago. Personally, I've not had what I call a weight problem. I practice this, but rice is my weakness. I'm a Louisiana girl. I gotta have my rice. I'm not big on potatoes. I'm not a big bread eater, but rice. Oh. So we eat rice 3 days a week. I'm putting it on a salad plate. I'm not putting it on a dinner plate. I'm putting it on a salad plate. And then I eat slow. It's become a habit. If you do it for 7 days, it's going to become a habit. You ain't got nothing to fret about. You'll be just fine. Oh, and when your feet hit that floor, I know it sounds crazy, drink you 8 ounces of water before you get your coffee, your juice, or whatever your morning choice drink is. Drink you 8 ounces of water and wait 5 minutes before you put anything else. Whatever you like, my coffee. Every morning, as my coffee's making, I drink 8 ounces of water. By the time my coffee's made, I've drank, I've brushed my teeth, I come back, I get my coffee. Life is wonderful. And I'm not ashamed to say, I'm 5'6", maybe a hair over. I'll be 56 my birthday. And I weigh 139 pounds. And I vary between 135 and 143, 144. That's that almost 10-pound variation. That's my happy weight. So why mess with it? It's what works for me. But the only way I maintain that is quantity. I don't give my quality up. I give my quantity up. And I monitor my weights. And I dance. Now, this may not be something you can do, but if I'm standing and cooking, I'm dancing. If I'm washing the dishes, I'm dancing. Whatever it is that I'm doing at a stance, I'm moving. Now, I'm not cutting a jig like these young folks. I'd break my neck, but I'm steadily moving. I'm bringing my cardio up. You would be surprised what that does. So, you know, there's a lot of diets, and I hate the word diet. I know there's the keto that's just everywhere. One, I don't understand it. Two, I simply just don't agree with it. But that's just me. I think simplicity, no matter what it is, simplicity is something we can accept. When we make things too hard, it stresses us. Stress can destroy your body and your mind in a negative way. So why put that on yourself? I wouldn't. Just change your plate and change the color wheel. That's it. Simple. But I loved you so much. You're one of my faithful subscribers. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to catch damn pneumonia. But I do it all day long to help you out. So if you got any other questions, email me. Now I got to walk back through the woods to get to my golf cart. Because, see, it's muddy. I'm going to get up at that house. And I need to blow my nose. I can't just keep sitting here going. Y'all, we got to laugh. Laughter's the best medicine. At least I think so. But I love my letter. I love the question. And I love you for taking the time to trust my opinion. And that's all it is. So, y'all, I'm out of here until the next letter. Well, I'm out of here until it warms up, or the next letter. I ain't coming back unless one of y'all send me a letter. Not in these temps. Y'all, I'm crying. Oh, Lord. But I love you. You take care, and God bless.